So, good day, everyone. Uh, Greetings from me and my family. I am sure that you've been having a nice time. It's so unfortunate that I couldn't come to attend the reunion for this year. I'm with you in prayers, and I'm sure that you're having a nice time. I also want to extend this opportunity to thank the organizers of the event who approached me to give a training on how to explore foreign opportunities, and then to lay emphasis more on the on education aspect. I'm very glad because this is a kind of thing that we are looking for. Everybody wants to develop, everybody wants to advance, everybody wants to take opportunities. So, but how do you approach these opportunities? How do you even know in the first place that you have opportunities? Because so many people might not be able to identify opportunities even when it comes to their life. And another category might even recognize the opportunity but misuse it, or uh, wrongly apply the opportunities that they have. So, in the first place, I would like to send a note of warning that if you are looking for opportunities, there are so many opportunities out there, but you need to be very careful, because as long as you are looking for opportunities, whether you like it or not, there will be real opportunities and there will be fake opportunities. So, fake in the sense that you will see a lot of fraudsters that are also uh, floating a lot of ideas, wrong fake opportunities to I mean, to capture people, exploit them, and take away all their life savings. And I'm sure that you don't want to fall into their trap. So be careful when you are looking for opportunities, especially on the internet. However, the internet is also the best place to search for opportunities. So that's why you need to be careful. So I'll give you a tip quickly before we go into the training per se, that how do I then recognize if this is a kind of a fraudster arrangement, or a kind of an opportunity that is not good for me, or that will take away my life savings. So, the one thing to quickly look at, if you stumble on the internet on any form of a link, you need to first of all check the authenticity of the website. If the website is not legal, or is not certified, or is not regulated by any means, that is the number one thing you should look for. For instance, if the website is not even .com, .ng, or the domain name, you can identify some fake website through the domain name. Another thing is the address. When they give the address, look at the address that they are giving. Is the address? I mean, does the address actually exist? You need to find out, because some people will just give a fake address. You can Google it and find out if that address actually exists. Because if it doesn't exist, it's a clear indication that it might be a fraudster trying to play on you. Another thing is, if you see errors in their uh, write up or their emails, when they send emails to you, or you observe that the site, what they wrote about themselves on the website, you find a lot of errors, mistake, typographical errors. Those are traces, things that you can look out for to quickly identify that these are not professionals, and probably they are just people copying things from somewhere and making them together to look true to you. Be careful of that. And also, if there is no established link to any institution. So, for instance, if you cannot see an association, or is a testifier from any other institution or any other organization, corporate body that exists legally testify or having link to them. So that is another thing you should watch out. So if I cannot see that there is any organization that I know or that I know about that is authorizing their activities, then it might be a fake thing. But the most important thing is that when you start having doubt in your mind about an opportunity that you find on the internet, it is a clear indication that you need to speak to someone and try as much as possible to speak to an expert that can give you some clarity about it. So, quickly, so why foreign opportunities? Imagine that you were born uh, a Nigerian or wherever you are born, your nationality. That doesn't mean that you should remain in your country. You were born and brought up your country and you want to remain in your country. It's fine, you can do that, but you want to explore more opportunities, you want to achieve more, you want to do more things, you want to work outside of the country. So it could be a reason why you need uh, uh, foreign opportunities. So then, how do I uh, now approach these foreign opportunities? Number one, don't forget that to build a nation is part of nation building. Great nations like United States, China, uh, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom. If you observe very well, all these nations became great because they opened their doors to foreigners, expatriate, people that can come and impart and work and legally stay in their country. So it's part of nation building to make sure that they welcome global brains, people that can contribute to their uh, development. So the door is always open, especially if you are looking at countries that are emerging economy or countries that are already advanced or developing countries. So to start with, uh, how do I know that uh, it is time to look for foreign opportunities? Let's start from there. If you have a career or you have a skill or you are motivated to work out of the country, then you can begin to sense in your mind that probably it's an indication that you need to start looking at opportunities uh, beyond your where you are at the moment. So, and the reason why people look for that is that there's a huge amount of opportunities when you actually go out of your comfort zone, out of your country to work outside of the country. For instance, your quality of life will improve, career prospect, then your family, you can give your family the best opportunities, and also in terms of job satisfaction, you can get job satisfaction working out of Nigeria, and also foreign exchange. You imagine people that are working in United States or United Kingdom. That means they have this opportunity to make a lot of money when they work in United Kingdom. £1 to a naira is about 500 naira, whereas also $1 is about 360 naira. So foreign exchange, you can work little there, make a lot of money, and also send home to do good things at home. So it has always been like that. So, but how do I start if I want to go and explore foreign opportunities? Number one is that you need to define your needs. So, what are your needs? And what are your long term goals? So, your need might be that you need money to start a business, but you have been struggling in Nigeria to raise that money. Now you need to explore foreign opportunities whereby you can work outside of the country earn good amount of money, translate that money into Nigerian system, and you get a lot of huge amount of money to start that business. Your own need might be that you want to study, you want career prospect, you want to advance your career, you want to have uh, a strong degree that and training that can put you on a global level. That happened to me, and it happened to a lot of people because now it's unfortunate that in Africa, especially in Nigeria, uh, uh, most of the universities are not reckoned with globally. Only few universities in Africa are on the world map. So that is they are globally recognized. So if I want to achieve something, you need to start looking. I mean, in terms of your career, you need to start looking out of the country and explore study opportunities there. However, when you are defining your goal about what you actually want, you need to tie those needs to your long-term goal because it is one of the reasons why people get stuck when they travel out of the country without any purpose. Then they try to survive, they struggle because there is no long-term goal. They keep on, you know, circulating, running around, and eventually they grow hold in that system. So you could also want to relocate your family. It's one of your need. Maybe you are tired of living in your country and you want to relocate to another country. So it's one of the reasons why people also travel. So your need will, however, define your requirement. Some opportunities may require that you should look for advanced training, skills, even learning a new language, particularly in these days that if you are talking about countries that are really, really exciting to go to, like Panama, like Israel, like Taiwan, like Singapore, like Hong Kong, like China, you know, like Germany, Netherlands. These are exciting countries that Luxembourg, Poland, Austria, these are exciting countries that are really, really, they are welcoming people into their country and they are really, they have ease of business, good lifestyle, um, advanced technologies, and all sorts of things that can make life better for any human being. But language barrier is usually a problem. While they are learning how to speak English, it will be better if you, as a Nigerian or as an African, you want to go to that country. If you can learn their language first, it could open a great door for you, a great door of opportunity. So your need, therefore, will determine how you will prepare or define the country that you want to go to. If you want to go to Dubai, some people can go to Dubai just to, for instance, if I want to raise money, I can go to Dubai and work for some months, work with some airlines, work with construction companies, work with hotels, things like that, and raise a lot of money and come back. I know it's not that easy, but you need to start thinking about what do you just want to go and work out of the country for some months, get that money and return to Nigeria, then to start a business. So after you have defined your long-term goal, then what next? You need to start exploring these opportunities. And how do I approach that? Number one, I have defined my goal. I have defined my long-term goal. Then where are these opportunities? You can start from the internet. Like I said, internet has provided a lot of opportunities. In fact, in this era of globalization, it is unlikely that you will get any other opportunity without consulting the internet. So therefore, you need a reliable internet source. You need a laptop. You need your notebook And of course, you need a cup of coffee to get your day going. So, and you also need a mobile phone to start your internet inquiry. So, but one of the things that people forget to do is that because they are in hurry, when they are looking for information on the internet, they forget to save those information. You need a notebook that you can be recording your daily activities. You take it seriously like a job. In fact, it is a job. You can sit down for 2 hours in a day and you say that these 2 hours I want to use it for exploring foreign opportunity in my long-term goal or in my area of specialization in my career or in business or whatever I want to do, then I will be looking for that opportunity. I will dedicate 2 hours or 3 hours for that every day and be recording all my activities every day. If you are not good at writing, you could open another Word document. You just highlight the information that you have gathered, then you save it there. So you must be disciplined when you are exploring your opportunity and you must be purposeful. So, because if you don't save it, you might miss some information. Ideally, from experience, if for me now, if I want to look for an opportunity in my career, I could start with a link, just a link or a website, and that website will take me to another website. It will take me to another website because I will start digging and getting another information upon information. So if I don't keep track of what I'm doing, there's no way I will recollect and reconcile all this information together. So another thing is that you need to read and digest all the requirements. In fact, the reason for failure is that people don't pay attention to requirements. If they say this opportunity is meant for people that are aged 20 to 25, if you are 30 something and you apply, you have already disqualified yourself. Some people don't know. If they say this person is for these nationals, if you are applying and you are not a citizen of that country, you have disqualified yourself. It will be automatically rejected. So if they say they need this particular degree and you don't have it, you have disqualified. So you must first of all read these opportunities. Read the information, the requirement, and think about it. Do you qualify? If you don't qualify, what are the things you can do to make yourself qualified? Then you can start working on those things. Because people need to know the requirement before taking the next step. So the for the sake of this training, I have compiled a lot of links or information that I will send to you during this training. I will either send it through your email or through our group WhatsApp, where you can look for maybe scholarship opportunities or job opportunities or career opportunities. But the ones that actually stood out is you need to go to careers24.com. You need to go to overseasjobs.com. You need to subscribe to indeed.com. And there are also some specialized ones for teaching. For instance, a lot of people are looking for people that want to teach English or to want to teach a particular subject out of the country, and you may need to subscribe for teachaway.com. So those are specialized ones. So and also LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I've seen a lot of people get job through LinkedIn. I've seen them get job through Indeed.com, Careers24, Jobber Nigeria, Jobber Man. If you see those opportunities or adverts, the update from them, don't disqualify yourself. Don't think that they are not real. keep sending out your applications, keep sending it. Somehow you'll be invited for interview. But make sure that your CV is well in line to what they are looking for. Always update your CV, streamline your CV, and send it out, and you will be surprised. You might be called. So it has happened to me when before I started working with the British Council here in Cape Town. When I saw the advert, I was thinking that maybe I might not be able to do this kind of job. But eventually it clicked and I started working with them. So most especially what I want you to look at is that you might want to go into look into volunteering, which is very, very important. Volunteering, in fact, has taken a lot of people, has opened doors for a lot of people in World Health Organization, UNICEF, United Nations, World Bank, and so on and so forth. Though it might be unpaid, you might not be paid for that, but it may contribute to your exposure. They can take you to work at many places. You will gain working experience. You may get a contact that will land you your next job through volunteerism. You just volunteer to render services. So you might be surprised that through volunteerism you get a contact that will take you to another job. Like I said earlier, contract job. If you're looking for a contract job, you just want to raise money and then return to your country. You might look into a country like China, Dubai. You might start looking at country like Panama or Taiwan or Thailand. You may start looking at country that you can quickly walk. Saudi Arabia. I know some people might not believe, but the Middle East is now a place where people can go to and work and then make a lot of money and return home. Then, if you are looking at immigration program, there are so many countries that are running immigration program these days. You may need to speak to your immigration consultant, but it is very necessary that you define what you are looking for. Like a lot of people are now going to Canada, Australia, New Zealand through immigration programs. You can relocate your entire family to Canada these days. You can go to Australia. So, but you need to get the right visa. So I always advise people when you get to a country, make sure that you get the right visa and don't never let that visa expire while you are still in that country, because it's a big problem. Some people have turned to refugees or they are running etasketa because and also because they didn't get the right visa. They can't work. They cannot study and work. So know the right visa and then pursue the opportunities and never let that visa expire before you renew it or you apply for a permanent residence or maybe citizenship if you qualify for it. So you might also want to go into tourism. There are a lot of opportunities in tourism. Tourism can take you to a global place, just like volunteerism. You can, in fact, through tourism program, some people have started a lot of business and become established. For a photographer, you are very good at taking photos. You might want to go into tourism. You might want to work with I know this international, of which all of us know, not we usually watch it on DSTV, Nat Geo Wide. So it's all about the animals in the wild and everything. Some people volunteer to do recording or to snap their photos, and because of that, they take pictures of every species all over the world. they go to different countries trying to snap insect, to snap uh, lion, to snap trees, to snap species, and they populate this information. They send this data to nationwide. They send it to all kind of journals, zoological um, uh, based organizations. So, and they sell these things to them. So, those are important things that you can start looking at. Then, if you also want to go into buying and selling, trading, it is very important that you have the experience before you go into buying and selling, international buying and selling. You might need to speak to someone who is an expert in it or who has been in that field before you go into it. It is very risky, but the reward is huge. I can tell you, if I have the opportunity to start a business now, I will do it even better and smarter, because when you go into international business, if you have the capital and the experience and the right people, you have the chance to make a lot of money. We have seen that how MTN migrated from South Africa to Nigeria, and they became something else. They became big, conglomerate. So if you want to start something, you might even start shipping things, building materials for another country, or what are the things, what are the scarce resources in your own country but available in other country. You might begin to first of all look into that, get the right contact, the right person to speak to, build relationship, discuss with them, and then start the business. So these are the things that we may have to look into. But the other area is the education. Your education. You you want to apply for education. Like I said, I have compiled a lot of foreign opportunities which I will send to you. If you are a BSc holder or you are still a student and you want to go into academics, it, you need to decide, and to decide on time, because before you finish your undergraduate, you should start looking for master's degree opportunities out of the country, and you should be conversant with all this information every time, because there are always deadlines for application. If if a deadline for an application, if you miss a deadline for an application, you automatically cannot apply for it. So you need to first of all look at your area, get this information online, speak to the organizers or the program director. Don't be shy, call them. It might be expensive. Call them, get the address, send email to them, inquire for information. Just say, I want to learn more about this scholarship. Can you please tell me if I qualify for this scholarship? Things like that. You then start writing your applications. Build your CV. In this space, you need a mentor, because you need someone who can guide you. Find someone, a mentor. Speak to someone, write an email to someone, whether in your field or not in your field, or who is in academics, and say, I want to apply for so opportunity. Don't be afraid that maybe, this person might hijack this opportunity for me and send it to another. No, it's the whole world is competitive. So you have to get that into your mind. There's nothing hidden anymore. That application is made public already. So why must you hide it for someone? So you need to speak to people. In fact, the more people apply, the more the opportunity, the likelihood that they will increase the number of people that they want to take. So if you say that you want to do your master's, look for this opportunity, the right country that you want to go into. Some countries we accept that you should be working and also studying. Some may give you an ultimatum that you must finish your masters and then leave their country. But I'm glad that countries like UK now, they are reviewing that criteria so that if you are working and or you are studying in UK, you can, after your graduation, you can still be given an opportunity to work in their country. So that is a good thing. Know the country that you want to go to, the country that fits into your long-term goal, and also your training, what you want to be training to. You have to find the specific one. And then another thing that you should do is that start writing publications, especially if you want to go into academics, because that your publication can open doors for you. I benefited from that kind of a thing because I remember that when I was about to start my PhD, even before my PhD, because I had my master's uh, from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, and then I I didn't have any publication. But when I was starting my PhD, I've published about 5 or 6 publications. So it was easy for me to put that in my CV. And it, the people that review my PhD scholarship, because I was lucky that it was my program was funded. Uh, I was given scholarship throughout my PhD. I never pay any kobo. So it was, but it was really uh, an advantage because they saw that, oh, this guy has published, he's working hard. They want to know. Those are how this is how people define your long-term goal. They want to know how effective are you. So don't wait until that time before you start utilizing the little opportunity that you have within the environment that you have before you then go into global stage. So start from where you are, gather those information, gather the requirement, emphasize, anticipate, and think about what can give me a better chance, what can boost my chance. You need to highlight those things on time and start working on them so that when the opportunity comes, you are prepared. Not when the opportunity comes, you want to prepare. It might be too late. So if you want to go into academics, I've compiled some lists that I will send to you. Look into those lists and also independent because I cannot compile all the lists. I'm into medical line. I cannot compile lists for everybody like education, arts, culture, communication, accountancy. No, but you need to, just like the approach that I told you, be disciplined when you are exploring information on the internet or through the website of any organization, through your mentors, get information from senior colleagues and build on those informations, and then you you can then start looking for the requirement. Do you qualify? What are the things that you must do on time to make you qualify? All those things must be put into consideration when you are applying for foreign opportunities, especially in the education aspect. And generally, like I said earlier on, that you need to tie your um, your needs to your long-term goal. It is very important because that your long-term goal will keep driving you forward, will keep driving you forward whenever you want to get weary. And be flexible when you are applying for this foreign opportunity. That you study education doesn't mean that you should go into education line. You can find yourself in another field. Opportunity can come in another field. Apply for them because if it goes with your long-term goal, you should not restrict yourself. These days, I'm into the field of medical genomics, bioinformatics, you know, and clinical research. And I have found people that study mathematics that we are working with. Some study physics, some study computer science, and some of them are even smarter than us that we study medical related courses. You see, they have learned, they have invested, they now have hedge because they didn't restrict themselves to only mathematics that they studied or integrated science or physics or biological sciences. No, they they had maybe they study mathematics first degree, second degree they then study statistics, then the third degree they go into full bioinformatics. You see, and before you know, they are doing a lot of analysis, statistics, and they are even better. So don't restrict yourself, but when you are looking for opportunities, make sure that you tie them to your long-term goal, which is very, very important. So on that note, I would like to thank the viewers and the organizers and say that I wish you well in your journey to look for opportunities. Please, you can always call me or you can send an email to me at oluwole_me@yahoo.com, and I will be glad to assist you. I can also link you to some immigration consultants who can help you. I can also help you with some information from the internet that I can share with you, which will help you. So then I can also speak to people that can help you in your business to start up your business, which is very important, both international and local businesses. So I'm glad to welcome you at any time. So thank you very much.